Hi class, it's me, Mr. Morris, and we're doing another video in this series where I'm just working through the answer key to the summer homework. This is summer homework number 1, chapter 1, and I'm working on number 8. So it says to perform the calculations or perform the following basic metric conversions. We're really just converting them from one metric unit to another metric unit. Remember the metric system? It's pretty easy. We're just dealing with changing prefixes. If you ever come across one that is not the same ending, so this is kilograms and I've got grams, the only time you're going to come across something where the ending is not the same, the G, would be if you have centimeters cubed. And you just need to know that centimeters cubed is the same thing as milliliters. So it's possible you would have to convert between centimeters cubed and liters. But when you do that, just remember centimeters cubed is the same as milliliters. That's not in this section, but it may come up someday. All right. What we want to do is look at our prefix. So I've got kilo. K is kilo. I would start here, and I want to go to, well, this is kg, and this is just G. That looks like the base unit. G is just our base unit. So I'm going to move my decimal place until I get there. So I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3 spaces to the right because I'm moving to the right to get to units. Okay. So I started with 908, but I want to go 1, 2, 3 spaces. Right now the decimal is understood to be at the end, so I go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to fill those in with zeros. This is 908,000 grams. Okay. Now let's look at liters. 12.8 liters, and I want to go to milliliters. Liter is a base unit. Milliliter, that's milli. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 12.8 goes 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn that into, fill these in with zeros. So 1, 2, 8, and then there's 2 more zeros. One of those bumps was the 8, and the rest of them need to be replaced with zeros. Going from meters to millimeters. This one can be kind of tricky. A lot of students, when they make a mistake here, they just see the M and they jump straight to milli. No, that's not true. It's only one letter. That's not milli, that's meter. So I've got meter, that's my base unit. Millimeter, that's the milli. So 1, 2, 3 again. And since there's nothing there, we're just going to fill it in with zeros. 125,000. Now I have 2.89 milligrams. We're starting at milli, and I want to go to grams, which is my base unit. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, but this time you see I'm moving to the left. 1, 2, 3. 2.89, we're going to move to the left. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to put my decimal there. And I'm going to fill this in with zeros. You don't have to do this, but I usually will put a 0 at the beginning, just in case my decimal is not really dark, so that it's obvious that that's where it is, that there's a decimal after the 0. I usually put that there, but it is not required. The 0 before the decimal is unnecessary, but I usually do that. Okay, so centimeters to meters. Centi, go back to meters. Remember, meter, it's not milli, it's meter. That's the most common mistake, is students will go from centi to milli because they see a C here and they see an M there. If it's not 2 letters, it's meter. So we're going to go centi to unit, which is meters. 1, 2 to the left. Okay, again, 0 there. I usually put a 0 right before the decimal. Don't have to. That's just the way I write it. And there are some college professors that's kind of a pet peeve of theirs, to not write a 0 and then the decimal. It's not a big deal if you don't. It's either way is fine with me. Okay, milliliter to liter. Milli to unit. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the left. 1, 2, 3. My decimal is understood to be at the end, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 0.550. And that's it. Hope that was a helpful refresher of the metric system.